Welcome back to every NES game. We're looking at an interesting game. So this is a game by Lucasfilm Games, better known by their later name, LucasArts. You know, the big George Lucas gaming company that used to be a thing. This is, I guess you'd say one of their more obscure games? I'd never heard of it. It's, I guess, sort of like a superhero action game of some sort. That's the best way I'd describe it. Oh no, we're on C Street, which means we're being attacked by robots. Have to figure out the controls. Oh, what? Where our head is a rocket. You use headbutt. It's incredibly effective. Yes, this is in fact our attack. So let me start with the immediate biggest problem with this game. Attacks are way too specific. It's... Okay, there we are. Yeah, like, attacks unfortunately are way too specific. You have to be on the exact area of the road, I guess. Got some Dynatron dollars. Okay. It's like you have to be on this very specific lane on the road. Like the exact area, or else you'll often just not hit the enemy. And you'll just miss like an idiot. I don't know, why did that hit and some of the other attacks don't? Like, it seems like it's safest to stay at the bottom of the road. Unfortunately, this is a big problem with the game. Which is kind of a shame, because I actually think this is kind of a decent, at least at the very least, a decent idea for a game. Going from street to street across the town, destroying enemies in some sort of like weird beat-em-up game. As you see, like, it shows where you are and what street you cleared. To go across the whole... The idea is to go across the whole town and defeat all the robots. See the map right here? Where they are. It's pretty convenient, I guess. There are even robots in here. When I said I needed a shave, I didn't mean years off my life. Some items we can't use for whatever reason. I presume because we're not using the red hero. Oh god! And we can throw cars! Throwing cars is actually much more effective than regular attacks, to be honest. Better range. Done a good job so far for clearing the streets of these robots, so that's good. Again, this is not a bad idea for a game, but like this one thing is really getting in the way of the enjoyment of it. So that's a real shame. I mean, it's certainly an odd game. I can't think of another game quite like this. I mean, there are other superhero games, even in this genre, but like this is definitely an odd take. Guess it'd be a little bit like River City Ransom, though that's not a game I'm super familiar with, but I presume it is. There's even roads surrounding it, surrounding the town, basically. Like, in some ways, I kind of like how it's structured. I kind of think that's interesting, like trying to get around this whole place. But in some ways, it can be kind of easy, depending on what street you're on, to get lost. Because you can only go up and down these streets. But that gets weird when you're on streets that aren't shown to be horizontal on the map. And even weirder when they don't seem to always correlate to where you think you're gonna go. It means you're on a street, like the letter A, street. But it's more like you're on a street. Thank you, I didn't notice the game. I like how on top of the levels, you do have like just a bunch of different places you can go. And all of them have an item. That's kind of clever. Bit of like a risk reward. You risk talent, challenge the enemies to get these items. Not to mention, if you haven't noticed, there's a countdown on the bottom of the screen. Obviously, we don't want that to reach 0. I don't think this is a good game exactly, but I would actually be really interested to see like an update on it, like it fixes the problems it has. I think you could get something kind of cool out of it, like the new versions of like Battletoads and Streets of Rage, I believe, that are coming out. I think this would fit right in with that. It'd be more like the traditional, like, linear style. I mean, in general, I think there'd probably just be a different way to, like, explore an area in a beat 'em up game that isn't, like, so annoying. And, you know, you could actually tell when and how you'll attack enemies. Now, unfortunately, these enemies are the worst. They're way too quick. Way too dangerous. Apparently we're trapped! No, I don't know how that works, but okay. Now we are a hammer! Why are we a hammer? Maybe being a hammer was a mistake, because this guy has, like, no range in his attacks. So yeah, like, the only way to do this, now, is to try to figure out exactly where he'll land before he lands. There we go. Look at that walk as a hammer. This is a disaster. There's no reason why this shouldn't hit. And he's trapped too, great. Fortunately, also running out of time. Go on, unicycle lady. And now that the time ran out, another person's gone. Now we're playing as a monkey that throws bananas. I think this game might be a bit odd.